I have come to learn to trust the process. I'm an engineer by training, and as an engineer, I would never build a bridge without designing it first and having a detailed blueprint for it. And I actually take the same approach to writing a novel. Not that I've designed any bridges, by the way, but I really think through the story and the characters and the setting and the plot. That all happens in advance, and I map it out. I end up with a timeline. I end up with backstories on all my characters. I end up with 2 or 3 pages of bullet points for each chapter of the novel. So I not only know the arc of the story, beginning, middle, and end, but I know the arc of the story within each chapter, and I know how long each chapter is, and all of that is done in the planning process. And the very last thing that I do is I write the manuscript. And when I'm at that stage, there's very little, nearly nothing I don't know about the story. And that just allows me, when I get to the writing stage, to focus all of my questionable cerebral powers on crafting sentences. And I'm no longer worried about, well, what's my character going to do when I finish this paragraph? Because if part of my brain was worried about that, I don't think I'd be able to write as well as I want to write. I have learned, spend the time, invest the time in the thinking process, and get the outline right. And for me, how do I know when it's right? I guess I don't ever know when it's right, but after a certain period of time, when I've challenged it over and over again, over months and months and months, whatever is still left from that continuous scrutiny as I go over the story and over it, and making sure that how I go from point A to point B is plausible, is believable, can actually happen. When I do that at each point in the story, eventually I go back yet again and nothing changes. I go back again, run through it, nothing changes. So it sort of has stood the test of scrutiny and the test of time, and eventually I feel like, okay, I think it's really holding together. And then comes the fun part, which is actually stringing the words together to bring that outline to life.